Hello ICG investors from sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. My name is Ophir Levy and I'd like to thank you for taking time today to listen to my presentation regarding the Phoenix real estate market, primarily to the east of Phoenix. And I would like to say that I am sorry for being unable to be there in person today. I usually am there and prefer to be there. However, I'm going to make the best of it. My mom always said I had a face for radio anyways, so hopefully my lack of presence on the podium is actually a benefit to all of you. So with all the kidding aside, let's get down to the business of real estate, more specifically foreclosure and bank-owned real estate in the Phoenix, Arizona market. I represent two companies, both owned by me. The first being Westwood Realty and Investments LLC. Westwood Realty and Investments is a full-service real estate brokerage company. We handle acquisitions, dispositions, and we advise on real estate assets, mainly income-producing assets. My other company is Westwood Properties Management Services LLC. Our management company is a full-service property management company. We handle properties throughout the Maricopa County area, and we have some excellent fees. We charge 7% of the collected rent and a half month of rent as a leasing fee. So regardless of what your monthly rent might be, if it's $500 for example, we charge $250 for the leasing fee and 7% of the collected rent. We also offer a guarantee on our renters. That is, if they happen to breach and we have to evict or they leave within the first 3 months of occupancy, we will offer you a guarantee and refund 1/2 of the leasing commission, which lowers your burden. We are a 100% performance-based compensation company. That goes all the way down the food chain, basically. And what it means is we're partners when you purchase a property and let us manage it for you. If you're not collecting any rent, we're not collecting any fees. That's as plainly as I can put it. We charge our leasing fee of a half month's rent. However, we give half of that to the leasing agent themselves. So they're financially motivated to lease your property when they're showing it to a prospective renter. We are very much a medium-sized company. We manage about 600 residential units in the Phoenix area. That basically makes us big enough to know what we are doing, yet small enough to care and cater to our clients' needs. We utilize two real estate websites to promote our businesses. They're both probably going to be great tools for you. The one which will probably be the best tool is phoenixbankowned.com. That is a website set up for real estate investors seeking bank-owned foreclosures. On that website, you will be able to get a multitude of free reports as well as access to 100% of the MLS listings available to us as realtors and brokers. On that site, you can do reports such as city report, crime report, school report, weather report, and every other kind of report imaginable, basically. It's all free of charge. It's all there to be used as a benefit to you, the client, in assessing whether you like the prospective property or not. Once we make you a client, we'll utilize azrentalhomes.com to market your investment to prospective renters. We feel that it's very much a contact sport when it comes to renting properties, and that we want to contact as many people and market your property as aggressively as possible to maximize rent and to limit the amount of vacancy. We accomplish that by search engine optimization, which leads us to page 1 of Google for highly sought after search terms like homes for rent in Arizona. We're also a data feed hub to many larger sites. What that means is whenever we add your for rent listing to our site, it goes out to an additional 200 plus sites, including things like Trulia, HotPads, eBay Classified, Oodle, and another 190 some odd sites that I've never heard of, yet other people have. So we do a great job both on helping you find a property and managing it for you. One other thing that also makes us unique, when we're selling you a property, we will offer you a video tour of the property as well. If a picture is worth 1,000,000 words, I guess our video tours are worth about 1,000,000,000 words. But that'll be something that'll greatly help you bridge the gap when buying from afar. So that was the spiel about what my companies do and how we may be of benefit to you should you consider purchasing in Phoenix. Now let me tell you on the fundamental side, the analytical side, why purchasing in Phoenix, and more specifically purchasing Phoenix in the near future, is a great idea for you as an investor. Take a look at this first chart. It tracks pending foreclosures. To me, pending foreclosures is a leading indicator to how the market is doing. If you're in a market where the pending foreclosures are going up, then it's hard to say this is a great time to get involved. Now, that's not to say it isn't. It's just saying it's nicer to see the pending foreclosures heading in the right direction. Now, don't get me wrong. This took us a very long time to get to in Arizona. In fact, this is the first large drop in 5 years. We've been taking it on the chin with regards to increased pending foreclosures and decreasing values. But finally, I can say via a leading indicator that the pending foreclosures are down, and they're down big. First drop in 5 years, down 18% year to date, and they've been down year over year since June of this year. So we've held it pretty steady. It's not like where we just dropped under. We dropped under a long time ago, and the gap has been expanding or holding straight. This chart right here will just show you a long-term average of dollar per square foot sales in the real estate market. If you've seen my presentation, be sure you've seen this chart. Do I update it regardless of good news or bad news? I think it's good news regardless because as you can see right now, we're under where the chart begins, which is 2001. We're really under construction cost on these deals. We're seeing nice signs of us bouncing on the bottom. You see a little run up there after March of 09. A lot of that, people attribute to the first-time home buyer tax credit, and obviously when you front load a lot of deals on the back end, you're going to see a little bit of a lag. But we're bouncing off the bottom, and it's like my dad always told me, it's hard to get hurt when falling from the basement. And like other parts of the nation, Arizona's already had massive price reductions, and homes are being purchased today at less than cost to build. Good news is the new home builders are back in the game. They're building homes. They're selling them at higher prices than the bank-owned deals, which to me is a great reason why you should get involved with bank-owned properties. When you can buy a property less than what the seller is selling for, the builder is selling a brand new one for, there's upward potential there, and it's greatly mitigated downward potential. So here's a little bit more of a micro view on values and what they've done over the past couple of years. And all it really shows is precipitous drops in 2007 and 2008. And you can see all of 2009, 2010 really closing in a range, and it seems to be like we're bouncing off the bottom. Great thing for Arizona. Well, I can't say 9.5% unemployment is a great thing for any place, but we're under the national average, and given that we're consistently in the top 4 of hardest hit states by foreclosure, we've done very well. In fact, that's exactly what this chart exemplifies. Arizona being at 9.5% unemployment, the other 3 hard hit states at least approximately 3 points higher is Florida at 12.4%, California tied, and Nevada over 14%. So what does that mean to you if you're unemployed in California or Nevada? Hey, I'll get in the car, drive 6 to 8 hours, I go down to Arizona, cheap cost of living, plus I got a much better chance of finding a job. Just think about it, 25% better compared to California. Why not make the trip? And if you're already living off your savings, your dollar's going to go a lot further. I got a chart later on that shows you that. But your renters will always need to come up with the money to pay you rent. Renters without money aren't renters at all. They're deadbeats. And that's obviously something we don't want. And so this helps limits that. Here's just another chart showing the same thing. We got this from Mortgage Bankers Association not too long ago. It just shows what areas of the country were hardest hit by foreclosures. And though Arizona is constantly in the top 10, and so is California, you can see that it's substantially less harder hit than other parts of the country. What this shows you here is the sales volume per year. So while currently we're just a little bit under where we closed last year off, keep in mind we had the first-time homebuyer tax credit. All of 2010, we've held relatively high, if not record volumes. And so I'm going to show you later on that our supply is really low. And here we've got record volumes of sales. And you're seeing the pending foreclosures fall off 18%. You're seeing values holding steady for the last 2 years within a certain range. It all seems to me like much better signs compared to 2007, 2008. In fact, it seems like a recovery. Keep in mind when you hear the national real estate news, it's basically just that, national. Real estate's very much a local thing. And so Arizona took the punishment early, just like other states did, but not many, only maybe 3 or 4 or 5 others. So we took it on the chin early, and you know, when you're already down as low as we are, it's hard to get lower. This chart right here just shows you supply, and then it's divided by price range. I've highlighted the areas where we look at investments under 200,000. A balanced market is 6 months worth of supply. You can see that the highest one we have is 6.6 months, and that's in $175,000 to $200,000 range, where most assets won't be. What's important to keep about this, though, is we're going after bank-owned assets. These are all types of assets: traditional sales, short sales, unrealistic buyers, yada yada yada. Unrealistic sellers. People in short sales with a 40% success rate, so on and so forth. So short sales sit on the market for 3 or 4 months. That creates supply. We're really talking about bank-owned supply, aren't we? At least that's what I'm here to sell, foreclosure properties, because they're the best deal going. So take a look at this chart. It shows you exactly that. Supply for REO properties, lender-owned properties. In Phoenix, it's 2.8 months. That means that we could double the supply of bank-owned homes to the market, and we would still be balanced, but we have half of that. What does that mean? Extreme seller's market. So when we work together, get ready to have multiple bidders and competition. Keep in mind, we're getting properties at great rates. So if we have to pay a couple thousand over, you know, we're already talking about $100,000 in loss. So if we've got to pay $2,000 more, it's worth it when you take into account low, you know, the low supply of the properties that are bank owned on the market, the pending foreclosures going down, the sales volume being at an all-time high, the prices holding steady for the last 2 years. Just kind of making a message here. It all builds up to something, of course. CNN Money recently did a study. Everything you see in green is an area they suggest buying. Anything you see in blue is an area they suggest renting in. So both Phoenix, Arizona and Mesa, Arizona, which are 2 cities that I sell real estate in, are green, meaning purchase. More info from CNN Money. They're great when it comes to real estate news. So fewer homes going into mortgage payments, fewer homeowners going behind on mortgage payments. Excuse me, that's November 18th, 2010. Another one from November 15th, 2010. Make money in 2011, your home. And I've highlighted there towards the bottom right, location, location, location. In the latter half of 2011, the adage should come back into vogue. Right now, everything is $1 per square foot. I don't care if it's in the sticks. But keep in mind, we need to be contrarians here. Because we're sitting in a room right now, which when the media tells you buy, 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 there'll be 5 to 10 times the audience here. We're contrarian right now because we're thinking about doing things. We're thinking about buying real estate when there's blood on the street. We're thinking about buying things that other people aren't doing. And so, like CNN Money says, buy a foreclosure, save 30% on the price. Foreclosed properties are selling at a discount that can only be described as huge. This is December 2nd of 2010. So we've got all the analytical indicators and we've got some media starting to back us up. We really want to be ahead of this thing. We want to sell when the media 24/7 is saying buy, buy, buy. That's when we want to have the assets already there to sell. Let's go down real quick why people live in Phoenix and move to Phoenix, because obviously having people here for a long period of time is very important. If people were fleeing the area, then who's going to rent the properties? Good thing for us, that's not the case. People are actually coming here in droves. So already to start with, Maricopa County, Arizona is the fourth most populated county in the United States. So right off the bat, we're huge. We're very diversified with our workforce, all the way from high-tech stuff like Intel, Honeywell, Boeing, Motorola, Allied Signal, General Dynamic, blah, 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 so on and so forth. We're also in the financials. American Express employs 8,000 people here. They've got call centers. Bank of America does, Chase, Wells Fargo, all that good stuff. U.S. Airways has a huge hub here as well. We've got the Apollo Group, which owns the University of Phoenix, one of the most successful online colleges, employs 11,000 people. This just shows you all our eggs aren't in one basket. We're very well spread out. We also make it a great place to live. We have very low personal income tax rates, between 3.3% to 5%. Extensive medical and hospital facilities, like world famous Barrow Neurological Institute. Really causes a lot of people to come here and retire and the rest of their lives, their dollars go far. We've got more than 325 golf courses and 325 days of sunshine in a year. So one golf course for every sunny day. I've constantly been mentioning the low cost of living in Arizona, but I haven't quantified it yet. Here it is, the graph. Basically, you've seen the same graph and you probably think, oh, fear, you're getting lazy, you're not updating your stuff. It's still the same. Basically, comparing Phoenix as opposed to Los Angeles in this situation. And the same numbers go for the Bay Area as well. So I've done the studies both ways, and they're very similar in the cost of living. In fact, a little bit higher in the Bay Area. On average, you'll earn 20% less in Phoenix as opposed to the Bay Area, but also on average, your expenses will be 41% less. So obviously, a net income raise of disposable income of 21%. If you base that on 40K, you've got an extra 10 grand a year. That'll take you a lot further, of course. So you got lower cost of housing, lower cost of gas, everything built into it. But the bottom line is, if you're weaving baskets in the Bay Area, you can weave baskets in Phoenix and make an extra 20%. Also, real quick on Maricopa County, largest population growth in the U.S. between 2000 and 2007. Almost 30% moved to the area. Phoenix is located within Maricopa County, which has more than half of the state's population. We're home to the nation's 5th busiest airport, and 67% of the personal income in Arizona is earned within Maricopa County. So when you hear Arizona, it's Maricopa County, basically. And some other more quick stats. Second fastest growing large city in the U.S., 4th fastest growing city in the U.S. By percentage, which is Gilbert. And here's an important one, 6th fastest growing metro area in 2009. So we're the 4th largest, we're the 6th fastest growing. That means we're large and we're getting much larger and we're getting there fast. All very important because we need more people to occupy those properties that you're purchasing as rentals. So with that being said, let's get to the nitty gritty. Everyone's heard of the VA Vendi program, which is absolutely an excellent program, especially when we're taking into account the 4% interest fixed for 30 years. With the inflation we have on the rise and the devaluation of the dollar, monetizing the debt, whatever you want to call it, it's not a political stance, simply an economical one. Inflation should be coming. Most economists will tell you that. So if we can lock in something at a 4% interest rate now for 30 years, 10 years down the road, we're going to be laughing at the payment. So let's take a look at some of those deals. This is one we have in escrow right now to an ICG client. House that sold new for $338,000 in 2006. Now asking $142,000. Folks, this thing is less than 10 minutes from downtown Phoenix. Built in 2006, $62 a foot. Buy it with 5% down. Get at least $1,150 in rent. Make at least $173 a month in cash flow. And we're talking minor investments here. I mean, this will be $8,000-9,000 out of pocket when it's all said and done. And look at the pictures of this place. Granite countertops, undermounted sinks, black appliances, high-end cabinetry, ceramic tile floors, built-in fireplace with stacked stone, huge bonus room in the second level, nice master bedroom with lots of natural light. Look at this size yard, all irrigated, and look at the houses next to it, all larger. That's a great thing. We want them pulling us up, not the other way around. Here's a community park for this asset. Moving on, we've got another one. This one's just unbelievable. I mean, I know you've heard us say it, but we'll say it again and again. We are buying under construction cost here. And point in fact, this house in Maricopa, Arizona at $37 a foot. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, over 3,000 square feet, went from $268,000 now to $115,000, and you can buy it with 5% down. This one, another $8,000-9,000 job. You own the property, covers $1,100, maybe $1,000 in rent, positive cash flow of $200. I mean, a month plus at minimum. Keep in mind, everything I say is conservative because I'm the property manager as well. I like to underestimate income, overestimate expenses. This is a no-brainer, guys, and that's why it sold immediately. I've got one property as of today that's still available, and I'll show you that in a moment. Here's some shots of this interior of the property. We're not talking about something that was broken down. Ceramic tile floors again, granite on the counters, built-in stainless steel appliances, carpets in decent shape, just needs a cleaning. All window covers are there. Large master bedroom with ceiling fan, great, beautiful, everything. Painted, just move-in condition. Really, you just need to buy a few appliances and you're good to go. On a large irrigated lot as well. Simply unbelievable. Here's one that's for sale. It's still for sale. It's a new listing. Just came onto the market. At least still for sale as today, Wednesday, December the 8th. By the time you'll see this on Saturday, it very well may be gone. But contact me. Perhaps it's not. It's a home in Mesa, Arizona. And look, in 1999, it sold for $127,000. Today, it's $133,000. We've basically wiped out a whole decade of growth here. As Adiel said, this is a once-in-a-two-lifetime opportunity. So this house will rent for $1,000 to $1,100. Granite countertops, ceramic tiles. Sorry for the pictures here that aren't as clear. I had to use a backup camera in this situation. We've got stacked stone around the fireplace, ceramic tile in all the right places, granite and ceramic in the bathrooms. One of the bedrooms even has wood flooring, paint's in great shape. This one just needs new carpet, nice pergola and covered patio off the backyard and the side yard as well. And this is one of those candidates for 5% down. Another niche we work at very well that makes great money is the cash for condos. A lot of folks that have equity laying around in CDs earning a whopping 1% or things of that nature are seeing the benefits of getting into an asset that's highly discounted, which will make them 7+% a year. And that's what these condos do. For example, you're buying a condo here that once sold $201,000, now $50,000. We'll easily rent it out between $600 to $700. Actually, we've never rented one below $700. That's just my conservative estimate coming out on this one. But take a look at the numbers. You'll have at least $344 in your pocket, and this is off a $50,000 investment will get you $344 a month. That's a pretty good deal. And a great looking place, totally renovated in 2005. So we've got crown molding, ceiling fans. We've got a nice eating area here with lots of natural light. Kitchen with granite countertops, recently new black appliances. We've got a nice master bedroom here. Look at this area, nice huge patio with views of the golf course. That's what you see toward the top right there. It's not really in exposure, but that's all green right there, and that's a golf course and a green belt. And this is a nice patio area here. And the community amenities are just unbelievable at this place. That's why the HOA is a little bit higher. You've got a resort-style pool like this. You've got a gym, which will make you cancel any gym membership out there because this is included with your rent payment. You've got a nice, even a theater for the community. If you want to have a couple friends over, watch a theater, just go use the community theater. We've also got something similar in downtown Phoenix. Sold $200K in 07. I recently sold this to another client at $42,000, and it's now rented at $700. It rented within 30 days. This particular person is making over 10% a year when it's all said and done. I'll run you through the numbers another time because I'm short on time, but believe me, it's there, it's happening, it's real. Take a look at the inside. It's completely rehabbed. Ceramic tiles, linoleum, that's the granite type look, new appliances. This place needed new carpets, otherwise paint was good to go. All appliances were good to go as well. Really just a clean looking unit, and the renters realize that. Community amenities as well. I mean, this looks like a resort to me. I don't know about you guys. This is actually just someone's community pool. Unbelievable. And here are the rest of the amenities, internet cafe, gym, billiards table, a little dining area off of the pool. Just unbelievable what you're getting for. I mean, the place went from $200,000 to $42,000. Where's the downside exposure? And it's rented at 7%, making 10% a year. Just unbelievable. Another one, this one's for sale today, but it does have some action on it already. So we can get an offer in, maybe not by Saturday. Contact me on it. I know there's one offer in on it already. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,200 square foot property built in 2005 in a gated community with a pool. We'll rent it actually for $825 to $925 a month, which is great for a property that's asking $64,000 today. So $64,000, it went from $187 to $64, and we'll rent it for $825 to $925. And this is why. Take a look at the kitchen. Upgraded appliances, granite countertops, new cabinets, ceramic tile floors, breakfast bar area, a nice great room open to lots of sunlight, lots of windows. Here's the living area with a built-in nook for the entertainment stuff. You've got a couple nice bedrooms, an attached 1-car garage, full-size washer dryer, Juliet-style balcony. You can see the community park's not far from this unit, and here's the community pool, just to die for basically. And this is all in a gated community built in 2005 in Phoenix, about 10-15 minutes max from downtown Phoenix. So I've spoken as fast as I could. I feel like a used car salesman. But time is money, and I know your time is short, and I wanted to squeeze in as much info as I can. As you can see, I'm very analytical about things, but I believe they're just black and white, and the numbers speak for themselves. If you'd like a link to this video presentation, feel free to contact ICG, or you can easily send me an email as well. I've created a special email just for this event. It is icg@azre.co. So it's icg@azre, like Arizona Real Estate, .co. Feel free to send me an email or ask Adiel for my contact info. I look forward to working together. I'm very excited about this market. I don't talk it, I practice it as well. I own over 40 rental properties, and I'm currently acquiring more. So I very much believe in the market. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Hopefully you like what you've seen today and you decide to invest in my market as well. Thank you and have a great day.